Everybody, my name is Steven and I'm a student here at Northern Arizona University. So I had a thought. Moving into college can be an extremely stressful thing, and one of those stresses is not knowing what it's going to be like living in a residence hall. So that's where I come in. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if there was a video showing what to expect when you're living in a residence hall? And then that little voice inside my head said, you know, that is a great idea. So that's what we're going to do. You and I, we're just going to hang out together and talk about some of the features that might be in your hall. But just so you know, all residence halls are unique. So if you want to check out the features of each hall specifically, you can go to nau.edu/reslife and click on the little housing option button. So one of the places we're going to start are the rooms themselves. So some rooms will have 2 beds, some rooms will have 3. But don't worry, you'll know if you're going into a 3-person room. These beds can be lowered, they can be raised, some of them can be bunked, or they can be separated into individual beds. One of the awesome things about having your bed raised is that you can store stuff underneath. Now, this is what my roommate and I did. We didn't raise them all the way so we're like kissing the ceiling when we sleep, but we raised them enough to where we could fit our dressers underneath. And this was awesome because it kept everything tucked under, out of the way, and we ended up with just so much space in the center of our room. Now moving on with the desks. Some of the desks have this slide out tray. So if you're working on the top and there's not enough room, you can basically slide out another desk and have twice as much room as you did before. In addition to this, the desks have cabinets that lock. So if you have some valuable items, like a camera or a laptop or your family's inheritance, you can just lock that away in your desk and it'll be safe and secure. There are refrigerators, there are vanity cabinets. Now depending which hall you're in, you're either going to have a wardrobe or an actual built-in closet. Now I was freaking out because I had no idea how many clothes to bring, because it's kind of hard to judge size and space based on just pictures online. Something for a little size comparison. We all know how big a roll of toilet paper is, do we not? I think we do. To put it in perspective, you can fit 480 rolls of toilet paper in these closets. Yes, we counted. And if that's not enough of a size perspective, here's me, a 5'12" man, just standing in front of the wardrobe. So next, each hall is going to have its fitness room. These usually come with treadmills, ellipticals, and a lot of cardio machines, which are meant to be used seriously with no joking whatsoever. We all have different definitions of serious. Next, we have our game rooms. These can have pool tables, foosball tables, ping pong tables. A lot of them have couches with TVs and gaming consoles that you can just come in, enjoy, and just relax. Because classes can get stressful sometimes, and sometimes you just need to get with your best friend and play some pool. Even if your best friend is yourself. Because if you make friends with yourself, you'll never be lonely. Now let's just say you don't want to hang out inside. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, it's really windy like it gets in Flagstaff. We got places for you. Because in some of the freshman halls there are courtyards, and you can just go sit out, read a book, do some homework. There's some barbecues out there. Just kind of another space to relax if you don't want to stay inside all the time. Now let's say you don't want to spend time outside. Our residence halls have these pretty nifty lobbies that you can hang out in. They usually just have couches, chairs, some have computers, there's usually a piano there, and it's just kind of a place to gather your community and just hang out and spend time with each other. Speaking of computers, some of the residence halls have computer labs where you just go in, you sign in with your NAU ID, and you can just use it for whatever. Homework usually. Let's go with that. And then at the front of every hall, there's going to be this desk. Some people call it the front desk because that would make sense. These are places where you can just ask general questions just about NAU, about your hall. You can pick up packages here, you can check out items here. There's cooking utensils, gaming items, vacuums, just kind of like those little things that you might not realize you need. These are also places where you can pick up packages. Freshman students get PO boxes. However, not everything can fit inside that little squareular thing. So most packages are delivered to your dorm, and then you just go up and be like, yo, I have a package, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, here it is. Just like that. That's exactly what they say. And one of the other main things they do is that they have spare keys for your rooms. So if you're that person that locks themselves out of their room all the time because this door locks itself automatically, and you can get a spare key and you just unlock your door. And the people that are at the front desk are the RAs, resident assistants. Not only are they at the front desk when the office is open, but there is always an RA on call 24 hours a day. So if you lock yourself out really late at night, you can just call that RA and they'll be like, yo, here's your key. So each resident hall has its laundry facility. Now, there's this nifty little device. It's called a cell phone. And these cell phones have these things called apps. And at NAU, you can get an app for your laundry. Yeah. Basically what it does is it just tells you what machines are open, how much time is left on a machine, and if your laundry is done or not, and it'll send you like a little notification that your washer is done. And now the best feature of freshman housing are the kitchens, because that is where food is made. And where food is made, people are happy with each other. Now, it's probably unlikely that you'll be making an entire Thanksgiving feast in your dorm room kitchen. It is possible though. Most people usually stick to Pop-Tarts, Hot Pockets, frozen pizzas, popcorn that they burn all the time and set off the fire alarms. But I'm not here to judge slightly. Now, story time. I come from a house where the bathrooms are private. And let me tell you one thing, I was absolutely freaking out at the thought of moving into a dorm and having a public community shower. Like, I remember laying in my bed the first night, literally for probably an hour or so, just debating whether or not I should go and take a shower. And by that time, it was probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. It was late. And my little freshman mind was like, okay, you've got to do it. Nobody's gonna be in there, blah, blah, blah. So finally, I just decided to do it. I gathered my courage, I grabbed my towel, grabbed my shower caddy, and I went into that bathroom, confidence and all, and I took the most shower of my life. Yeah, success. So if you're like me, don't worry, because these showers are individual stalls. They're not like that locker room shower where it's just one long line of showers and you have to like shower with everyone. No. So you have your privacy. In addition to that, NAU has a new program called Terracycle. Now, let's run through a scenario here. Let's say you're in the bathroom, you're brushing your teeth, and oh my God, you ran out of toothpaste. Regular toothpaste tubes cannot be recycled. However, they can be Terracycled. If you want information on that program, I will put the link right here, and you can go check that out. Another policy that NAU has in progress is the 5-minute shower. NAU campus is really committed to helping the environment, so they're proposing this 5-minute shower deal to try and cut back the water that we use. Okay, now, security. Because we all like being secure. All of the residence halls have this security system in place. It's this nice little pad thing that's at the front of each door. So you go up, present your ID on the little pad thing, and then it unlocks the door for you. Little side note here, you only use this little swipey method to enter your residence hall. Your individual dorm room has a key. This little security measure is actually pretty awesome because that means the people that are inside your dorm are either living there or invited. Everybody who is in there is supposed to be in there. All right, my little lumberjacks, that's all I've got for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to once again go to nau.edu/reslife and click on housing options. And if you still have questions that the website can't answer, just give ResLife a call. They're pretty nice human beings, so don't be afraid to call.